Hello, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with immigration attorney Brian D. Lerner. In this particular episode, I'd like to talk a little bit about an investment for the investment visa. Now, there are different kinds of investment visas, and I'm specifically referring to the E-2. Okay, I have lots of people who basically call up and go, look, I have $100,000. I'm going to transfer $100,000 into a brand new corporate bank account for my new business in the U.S. And then I'm going to do a consulting firm, whether it's engineering or computer, and I'll just go to the clients and I'll basically impart what's in my brain to allow them to better effectively use whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So first of all, that won't work. Okay, that's not an investment. You have to ask yourself, what does investment mean? And it does not mean putting money into an account. Okay, that's not an investment. If you put the money in the account, is it at risk? The answer is no. You can close your business tomorrow, take all your money out of your account, and then be on your merry way. So that's not an investment. If you likewise say, well, I'll invest $50,000 and then I will give a loan to the company for $50,000 and that'll be a $100,000 investment. Likewise, the answer is no. What happens if you don't pay back your loan that you lent to the company that you're running? And the answer is nothing. Additionally, even if you were going to pay the loan, you're really just transferring money from one place to another and it's still yours the whole time. So likewise, pretending to do essentially an investment by claiming that you're doing a loan to the company from your money, that won't work. So you can try all kinds of ways in which to try to work around what is considered to be an investment. And there's lots of case law and there's lots of regulations and lots of statutes on what's considered. And I have, people who read up hour after hour, thinking that they can work around it. But it really comes down to just a couple things. Number one, are you actually investing or taking your money and putting it into a venture that if the venture doesn't succeed, you will lose your money? Okay, that's the first thing. And secondly, is it about $100,000? Okay, that's US dollars. I know there's lots of different dollars in the world. It's US dollars. So the bottom line is that, try not to look at all the different ways that you can, make it seem like it's investment. The E-2 adjudicators at the consulates, they see right through that. Okay, if you're, for example, going to start a consulting firm, what do you need for that? I mean, you're going to use what's in your head. You need a computer, maybe a desk. You really don't need a lot. And you'll need to rethink what you're doing versus, let's say you buy a gas station. Well, I mean, you buy a gas station, let's say it's $80,000, and then you put $20,000 in the bank for capitalization. That's a good investment. That's easy to show you invested it. Some people, they even go so far as to think that if they start the business and they're going to pay salaries and they're going to pay for materials after the business starts, that's also an investment. And that's not. That's just running the business. I mean, obviously, if you buy a bunch of materials before you start the business, then that's an investment. But if it's just the normal operation and you're paying salaries and other things, that's not going to be considered an investment. So I gave you the lowdown on an investment for an E-2. Should make it a lot easier. You really want to invest in some what they call brick and mortar business, not a consulting type business, unless you have a whole bunch of equipment. Like, let's say you're going to be like a photography consultant and you have $60,000-$70,000 of camera equipment, that certainly would be a good idea. But if you're using just what you did and you have in your head and you're trying to massage the numbers so that it looks like you're investing 100,000 when you're really not, you just don't want to go down that road, because they're going to end up denying it. So if you like the video, click like, subscribe, and more in the coming weeks. Thank you.